My name is Lou McLoughlan and I directed the film 16 Years to Summer, and we have just had a premiere screening of it at Vision du Réel, and it went quite well, I think. Where is it blowing from? It's blowing this way. This film basically was pitched here about 3 years ago. And 3 years ago, so we took part in the Pitch du Réel. And what is fantastic about the Pitch du Réel is that they do not invite people off the street to be entertained by filmmakers begging for their living. What they do is they actually just have targeted professionals who are invited to the pitch. So you know that not a word or an image is wasted. They are people who can actually put their hand in their pocket and fund your film before it gets made. And for that, to Vision du Réel, I am forever grateful, because we got funding from BR and lots of interest from other people, which gave us the first step very definitely via Sonia Scheider to start making the film. And without that, it would have been really, really difficult. This film picks up on a theme which is dear to any filmmaker's heart, which is that it's very much about storytelling, and it's very much about the stories that we tell ourselves to get us through risk-taking and the mistakes that we make with our lives. We tell ourselves stories, to make sense of those and to keep ourselves sane. And I think this film is full of such storytelling and storytellers. And I think the really interesting thing about documentary very often is you choose somebody who has extraordinary circumstances. Like in my case, you've got somebody who was accused of a very, very serious crime. And then what you do is spend the rest of the film, if you can, building the bridges between that extraordinary person in their extraordinary circumstances and the rest of us who perhaps lead very banal, mediocre lives. But it lets us look at ourselves, and it lets us look at the silly human things that we do. I started as a painter, and then I went on to study English literature. So it's words and pictures together. And I like making pictures speak for themselves, which means I'm probably more a cinema filmmaker than a TV filmmaker. Vision du Réel is it's a festival that is a bit rebellious against the fashionable trend to make campaigning documentaries which, try to save the world in a way. There's lots of very sexy save the world documentaries going on, and Vision du Réel to me is a little bit more character-led festival. There's a little bit more room for poetry within Vision du Réel, which is why I like it. But perhaps I like it also because I see a lot of filmmakers who I find very inspiring. They're more filmmakers sometimes. What I do like about here is just the humanity of the subject matter. It's about being human, basically. Most of these films are just about being human.